like you more than willing and able to handle everything yourself. You brought them with you. You might as well bring them up here. Go right in front of the mic in front there. How you doing now? What's going on with you?
All right. All right, Mr. Vice Mayor. City of Lauderhill Proclamation. Whereas addressing the complex health needs of people with scleroderma is important to the city of Lauderhill, and whereas comprehensive and coordinated health services for people with scleroderma are critically important to achieving positive patient outcomes, and whereas it is appropriate to recognize June as Scleroderma Awareness Month, scleroderma, and whereas to raising public awareness, the city of Lauderhill seeks to share the experience of people with scleroderma and supports the improvement of services to those individuals and their families. And whereas the entire scleroderma community and supporters are encouraged to wear teal in support of scleroderma awareness and to participate in scleroderma awareness related events during the month of June. And whereas the Florida chapter, through its collaboration with the National Scleroderma Foundation and other organizational partners, seek to raise awareness in our communities through support, education, and research toward finding a cure for scleroderma. And now the mayor, Ken Thurston of City of Lauderhill, along with Vice Mayor Saray Martin and Commissioners Melissa P. Dunn, Denise E. Grant, and Lawrence Martin, do hereby proclaim June 2023 as Florida Scleroderma Awareness Month.
All right, I'm going to come around and present this, and we get the photo op, and then we'll give you the opportunity to say something. And Corey, you wanted to speak on this item as well? All right, I'll be right down.
Why y'all let her off the hook back there? You know, I'm a teal shame. You got that teal shirt on. Come on up here and get in this picture.
Yeah. I didn't know I would have the opportunity to speak today. But my name is Desiree James, and this is my family. And we have been a resident of Lauderhill for almost 25 years. And I am a scleroderma patient. And scleroderma is an autoimmune disease for which they don't know what causes it. And there currently is no cure. And across the United States, only 300,000 people have scleroderma. So that's why you don't hear much about it. And please don't feel bad about the name pronunciation because I have it and it took me at least a year to learn how to pronounce it. And it's a disease that affects your immune system and it affects every organ of the body. For me in particular, it's causes thickening in my skin. I have pulmonary fibrosis and pulmonary hypertension. I have GI issues. I have vascular issues, and every patient of scleroderma, their symptoms are different. So if you run into someone with the disease, you may hear something totally different from them in terms of how it impacts them. I really, really appreciate the city giving this proclamation, and I'm going to give you fair warning now. I'll be requesting one around this time next year as well. So thank you very much.
Desiree. All right. Desiree, that's a beautiful name, Desiree. Listen, I feel like, and real quickly, Corey share, but I think I'm here because of Jay Tukes. I'm just going to keep saying that name. I think my name is not important. But Jay Tukes, who was my brother, I grew up with him. We went to Lauderhill Middle together. He went on to Boyd Anderson. I went to Blanche Ely. But Jay Tukes, we lost him. I mean, the city of Lauderhill lost him. He's the son of Lauderhill. Miss Madeline Tukes from Mount Olive is his mother. The country lost a great man. And I posted, if I could give my life for him, I would, because he was so much better, honestly better than me. But we lost him on April 5th, 2015. He suffered from scleroderma, but he actually went on to serve this country in Korea, in the Persian Gulf, and places that they couldn't even tell us about. They couldn't even give Congressman Hastings an account of what he did, because some of the things that he did are still top secret. He worked in the Pentagon. He was a guy that going through all that you mentioned, and I feel it. And I didn't know he was going through this because he just was always happy and upbeat. He made type A personalities at the Pentagon laugh whenever they tried to disagree and fight. And he was truly an amazing man, Jay Tukes. And it's something I need to bring in front of you all to try to recognize him in the future. Again, to know that he did so many things, they couldn't even tell us all the things that he did. But he served this city well and definitely was a great representative of the city of Lauderhill, Octavius J. Tukes. Again, losing him in 2015, a blow for all of us. But thank you for doing, thank you, Desiree, for the work that you do. It does have meaning. Thank you so much.
Thank you.